Okay, so to recap of the day, today's fucking Thursday, the 16th of April 2026. Let me go over today's price action. Ended up taking one trade, being a break even. So coming into today's AM session, I was leaning towards a very unclear bias. Okay, so we're all just trending up. Okay, so we're just trending up, we're just pumping. Okay, we're just fucking pumping up. We are close to all-time highs, we're close to this strong. At this point, I look at ES, see what the ES took. ES took this major sell side and is starting to react off of this, off of little game. So, I just go down to the 4 hour. I marked myself EQ of this whole entire trading range and marked myself this order block to support price plus this unfull 1 hour gap. And also this this 1 hour gap and this 1 hour order block. Our situation at market open is looking like this. We have this hourly fair value gap bearish and this hourly bullish fair value gap. We are respecting consequent encroachment of this gap and we are respecting consequent encroachment of this gap. So I was waiting for just market open to show me what it wants to do. At market open, we disrespect this 30-minute right here, so kind of bullish in my opinion. We also have this sort of LRL below right here, so I was leaning towards some kind of rebalance of price. I was leaning towards a rebalance of price off of this intermediate low sweep plus this 50-minute order block, which we get right here. We get a 1-minute candle that fucking rips. Okay, it fucking rips everything. Plus is also a very LRL type of spot right here. So I was leaning towards a bearish bias right here. We had this 5-minute gap holding us up, pushing us up in this consolidation range. And at this point, I just waited for maybe we sweep this internal low and see a reaction off of this, or I don't know, wait, sweep this internal low to see a reaction, a sort of bullish bias, which we end up doing here. We end up forming crazy ass S&T with ES. We end up creating crazy S&T with ES at this low, putting in an S&T, and then we swap this low right here, and we get a pretty damn good 30-second right here, and right off of this because we have an intermediate term low. We swap my initial PDAs, my initial key points, key levels. So I was looking towards a rebalance of price right here. So I entered right off of this, targeting just like this high, this market open, this 930 high right here. And yeah, next candle just rips up, hits my break-even point, and I got stopped at break-even. That saved me from an unnecessary loss right there. So yeah, this is the trade of the day for me. Just fussing about taking this short. I wasn't like fucking interested in taking these because we swept this major sell side instead of this 5-minute gap. Yeah, second setup I faded personally was in, which is not good, was this 30-second we get right here. We get here 30-second IVG. First of all, we didn't reswap and we had him protected high, so if you took this, you're a fucking idiot. Setup also gets racked. And then what I also wanted to see from market open is if we sort of disrespect this 5 minutes, I was open to just take shorts from here, setting my stop here and just holding for a 1-1. because this is some dodgy shit, but we sort of showed reaction off of this internal loan, didn't disrespect it, so I stayed out of this, and yeah, we just end up being inside of this range now, not really getting anything. So yeah, we are inside of this 4-hour gap. Now that isn't into EQ of the whole range, and yeah, we are disrespecting bearish PDAs, bullish PDAs start respecting bearish, but I don't know when market is going up because I don't have actually a PDA type of stuff, and it could also rebalance here, it could rebalance here, because we just have no draws, we just have fair value gaps. We have this internal low, but once we hit this, we already dumped over 200 points from now, so I'm not interested in taking a trade here, and I'm just calling it for the day. Yeah, even if this, if we like get a resweep here, hit CE of this 4-hour, and show bullishness, I'm not interested in taking a trade. Because this is not A plus for me. So I'm just calling it for the day. I'm gonna join on my trade I took. Q, April 16th, we had a condition-based bias as yesterday. Condition based was overall right, because my long was overall just, you can't describe this as right because it's condition based, and yeah, I don't know how to explain it right now. All my hard time for narrative, yes. Trade run, break even. Satisfied, yes. Okay, so calling it right here.